gonna miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are your Dallas Cowboys.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And off we go from Dallas. 28 Thomas now on the return. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Cowboys first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
First down, here's Dak. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Dak now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs.
Love fumbled it. And this is going to be Cowboys football. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fumble. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. It's an option right that begins this drive. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Prescott here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third.
A gain of 13 brings up third and less than a yard.
Prescott to sneak it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Cowboys, 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Pickens motioning left. Williams. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Dak out of the pistol. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. And he will score! It's a Dallas touchdown! The Cowboys capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys go up 10-zip here in the first.
Cowboys 10, Packers nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
And a Packer
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Man in motion here. Love now on 1st and 10. This one taken in by Kraft. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Brought down by Deron Bland.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Love from the gun. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing again. Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Loves to throw again. He's got it complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, Packers.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Stick it in the air. Love. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Once more, it's Love. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Love now on 3rd and goal. Has it down close. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
They'll run for it, Jacobs. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. For a second, we both thought he'd get the 1st, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll start out with 3rd and maybe a couple inches at most. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain 2. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another run for Williams. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now a toss running left with Williams. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. From the gun is Prescott. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Prescott takes off with it. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Williams. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Handoff here to Sanders. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Quay Walker.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
A run with Williams. They'll cobble together a yard there. That was Michael Parsons making that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. Dak to the air here. State trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Aubrey puts it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They took their shot on 4th and goal. Came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
A gain of 22 yards. And a Packer first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First down throw. Here's Love. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Jacobs gets it on the draw. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase in the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
This was not hit well. It's headed for that sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. This is Williams. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys. With it, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Escapes the pocket. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's 4th down.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Packers all set to get back out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Finds him on the crossing route. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
This is Reed working the right side. And they're going to head this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Love now. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Gain of 12. And a Packer first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Hits his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder.
41-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Nixon now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Love now off the play action. Chased out to his right. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 7. First down, Green Bay.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Love now on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Finds his fullback. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A handoff to Williams. They get there to take him down right around the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Prescott here from the gun. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing, it's Love. He finds Jacobs here underneath. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
42-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Packers.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Going run again with Jacobs. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And a Packer first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Oh, stiff arm. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
2nd and 3 now. From the 28. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Running on first here with Jacobs. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They send the tight end in motion. Love from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers get it back to within 6.
16. Packers 10.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Thomas on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They still have the lead, but that touchdown makes it a little close for comfort. This drive a chance to get it back up to a 2-score game. Throwing on first is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run the toss for Williams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Cowboys.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Draw play. This is Williams. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's third.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun. It's Prescott. Completed here to Tolbert. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 63-yard attempt.
The kick is off the mark, no good. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a 2-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been the death knell. But the miss, you just see it breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Jacobs running behind center. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Love. This finds Dobbs. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Packers.
First down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Handoff here to Jacobs. He finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They stick with Jacobs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Green Bay.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Now a give right side to Wilson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
To the air with Love. Has it down close. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers come through to tie it in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Packers 17, Cowboys 16.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Running right, it's Williams. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance at a stand here with 3rd and 1. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. So some shuffling in the backfield as Williams leaves injured. And the ground game will now turn to Javonte Williams. They give it to him here. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Sanders on the shotgun handoff. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First and 10 now from the 30. Dak off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Cowboys First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Trying the inside handoff to Sanders. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Taken down right
When one
at the
defender
line of
failed,
scrimmage.
well, his buddy was there to
Gain on
swarm to the
play
ball, to the line of scrimmage.
15-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun is Prescott. He's fine, Schoonmaker, complete. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. They're looking to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
That's another.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. The back grabs it, and they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Handoff here to Sanders. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
So as we expected, they're lining up to go for 2 here and a 7-point advantage.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point.
Prescott's going to throw for it. Oh, no, the ball is loose. But I believe the Cowboys were the first in the football. They were, so they keep possession.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Juke the defender. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Packers facing a 5-point deficit. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Kraft has it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Setting up to pass. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now to throw. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. Desperation time here on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. The Cowboys about set to take over. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. This ball is caught by Tolbert. And he has the Cowboys' first down, Brock. And that should clinch this win for him. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one.
That's good.
That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win all set, Cowboys in victory formation. They take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.